I just want to ask you about one area at the moment, and that is public communications between the UK government and the Scottish government. And I wonder for that purpose if we can have before us inquiry number 94320. This is a WhatsApp group that you were involved in. And if we can have page 3 of that document, please. It appears to orientate us in relation to this matter. This is a document showing text messages taking place as you're waiting for a meeting in relation to Spain and quarantine. And do we see from page 3, two or three notes down, Jamie Njoku Goodwin says the number 10 view is we communicate this ASAP this evening if needed, because it appears that the DFT was asking for 24 hours before communicating it.
Yeah.
If we take it down to where it says owner of the cell phone.
That's me.
Yes, indeed. You say, me too. It will leak anyway, and we heard your views on leaks yesterday, and the Scots will try to get their announcement out first. So my question, first of all, in relation to that matter is, if and when the decision had been taken that was being proposed, what is the issue with the First Minister communicating that to the people of Scotland first?
Well, there were a number of moments when the First Minister of Scotland would communicate in a way that was unhelpful and confusing to the public, and sometimes would leave a meeting and begin communication of a decision, for instance, sooner than agreed. I mean, in contrast to my warmth towards my health counterparts, we then found it much more difficult when decisions went up to First Minister level, particularly with Nicola Sturgeon, because we would find that sometimes some kind of spin was put on what was essentially substantively the same decision. So that was it was a frustration. I've got to be honest about that.
You've made a number of assertions there. First, can I pick up, was there agreements made about the timing which were breached?
Sometimes, as far as I'm aware, yes. But this, of course, my reference here is when there's a decision that has First Minister responsibilities. If we had a discussion, which for me was much more frequent, of course, with health level, and we all agreed on a communication plan, I have no recollection of any of those being breached. So
you believe that others were breached in relation to meetings that you didn't know about, but none that you did know about?
No, of course that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was far more frequent for me to be involved in the meetings with health ministers. But yes, of course I was in meetings where there would just, instead of a cohesive communication to the UK public about an agreed decision, including decisions agreed across all 4 nations of the UK, there would then be confusing communications, differently put, and that undermined the UK response as a whole, and it is regrettable.